On this episode of the Globe News Report, an early childhood education program is tucked away on a college campus.
A unique take on a popular theatrical performance finds its way to Goshen.
All that and more on the Globe News Report.
In the Globe studios on the campus of Goshen College, I'm Collin Eccles.
And I'm Amelia Lee, and this is the Globe News Report.
Amelia, we've really upped our Christmas game from last year, even though I'm a Scrooge. I decided to come out with a little bit of a different sweater this year.
Oh, no, that looks great, Collin.
Thank you. I wanted to get my festive spirit.
Exactly. I got mine from Walmart on sale. It's a cow, and it has a cow so I very much like it. I think it's a lot better than my Santa suit from last year.
For sure. I miss the good old days of waking up on Christmas morning with no worries in the world. Christmas used to be magical as a child.
For sure, and these kids definitely have the Christmas spirit. I had the opportunity to talk to CCYC and what they do for children in the community. Those are students on the campus of Goshen College, but they're not your typical college kids. They attend CCYC, the campus center for young children at College Mennonite Church.
CCYC is a licensed, nationally accredited child care center. So we are currently at this location serving children 13 months through 5 years old.
That's Executive Director of CCYC, Janet Whalen Couch.
So we are a separate nonprofit from both the college and the church. So we operate under our own 501c3.
Goshen College staff and faculty, as well as community members, bring their young children for the early childhood program.
I would say about a quarter of our kids are either on our sliding fee scale or are receiving assistance through the state voucher program.
The children spend their time playing, learning, and socializing with each other. Assistant teacher Haley Kirkton says that the kids are learning all day.
We, obviously integrate learning skills into the curriculum, gross motor skills, fine motor skills. It kind of changes depending on the age.
Early childhood is one of the most crucial times for learning in a person's life.
But 0 to 3, 85% of the brain is developed. And so the experiences that these kids are getting now is going to shape how successful they are for the rest of their lives.
Even though it is a pivotal time for a child, teachers in that field don't get paid a lot.
A bachelor's degree in early childhood is the lowest paying bachelor's degree you can get out of any four-year degree.
Not every school offers a degree in early childhood education.
So I have a BSW, so a bachelor's in social work. Because I really do like early childhood, but we don't have early childhood at Goshen College.
So, and Ivy Tech is really the only game in town right now when it comes to early childhood.
The nation faces a teacher shortage, and early childhood is not immune.
So it's a dilemma. It's a huge dilemma, and it's going to continue to be a challenge until something can shift. But we are fully staffed right now, so we're really lucky in that.
The shortage of teachers was not a surprise to Whalen Couch.
It's been a huge challenge, and it's something that we have seen coming for probably the last decade or so.
Since the start of the pandemic, early childhood teachers have left the field in masses.
I want to say at least a third of early childhood programs closed and didn't reopen after the pandemic. 100,000 early childhood workers have left the profession. 100,000. As if we weren't already short-staffed.
Whalen Couch does have hope.
We have seen some positive moves as far as infrastructure and on the federal level trying to get more funding.
CCYC is continuing to take care of the kids who come to their facilities.
At the end of the day, our focus is always doing what's best for children, period.
For more information on what CCYC is doing for kids, you can visit their website, ccycgoshen.edu. Reporting for Globe News, I'm Amelia Lee. My mom used to work in early childhood education, and it definitely makes a big impact on the lives of those kids that they worked with.
I completely agree. I still remember my pre-K teacher, Mrs. Bolts. She was awesome, had a lot of fun in her class, really what got me started for school.
I remember mine too, and she's kind of like a shocking one. It's my mom, but I was a really big brat in her class, and she did not enjoy that part.
You had your mom and you had to be a brat in her class?
I did,
Why?
because I was jealous that the other kids were talking to my mother.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Early education helped these college students as they prepared for intense roles. That and more to come on the Globe News Report.
I work for the best college radio station in the nation. It's not New York City or Chicago, it's Goshen College. Our broadcasting program is just one of Goshen's 35 outstanding majors. At Goshen College, you will work one-on-one with top professionals and get studio time in your first semester. You can call a game from the playing field or broadcast from a downtown radio studio.
How do I know Goshen was the best choice? Right after graduation, I'll start my new job as a radio morning show co-host. Take the next step in your broadcasting career.
A play about life and death called Everybody has taken the college theater world by storm.
Amelia, you went to the production. What'd you think about it? I heard it was crazy. I heard there was a lot going on. People overall just really seem to be excited about it.
It was so good, very unexpected, nothing that I've ever seen before in a theater performance, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
What in this play was so unexpected? Alyssa McDonald has the answer.
GC students entertained crowds with the fall main stage production Everybody, but this production was like no other. Amy Budd, the assistant theater professor, spoke about how this play is different from the rest.
People are excited about is the fact that 5 of the 10 actors on stage draw their roles out of a hat every night. Literally, it's real, we're really doing it. The part of the play with this many different actors in it is about 20 or 30 pages in the middle of the play. So they have to know this 20, 30 pages of text inside out, backwards, and split up in all different ways in their minds.
Memorizing 30 plus pages of content would be difficult for anyone. Daniel Stoltzfus was a part of the cast that had their roles chosen at random, and it was by no means a walk in the park.
That is, I think, one of the most difficult parts about this whole play, because it's not just that you're learning the lines for the parts, which is about like 35 total pages of text that we each have to memorize, but you're also learning each of the individual blocking pieces and moving around. So yeah, it was really time consuming and a lot of effort. I think the most difficult part of the play is trying to keep all of that sort of separate in your head and being able to still pull it off in the end, I suppose.
Because of the difficulty of the production, it taught Stoltzfus a lot about himself and acting.
I think the most unique acting experience that I've had to date, because of the whole lottery system and switching everything out, and also just because it's such a weird concept, I guess, of everybody dying and going to various different concepts to try and bring someone with them to their grave. It was such a weird, strange acting experience. I feel like it really helped me grow in a lot of different ways with the acting, and I think any future acting things I do with Goshen are just going to be a lot easier and to understand or to act, to memorize, to get into character and things like that.
Audience reception to the one-of-a-kind production has been vastly positive.
People going to it and saying, that was really good, either directly after the show or even just like walking around campus, people congratulating me or just saying, yeah, everybody thought it was really great, I have to see it the next time.
Some members of the audience stick around in the lobby and wait for the actors to change clothes, and then when the actors emerge, you hear a big roar going up, like to somebody like me, I'm like they're the Beatles or something. And I've seen audiences jump out of their seats to applaud faster than I ever have in my life. People are really excited about the way this play makes meaning and the way these performers handle the situation.
Reporting for Globe News, I'm Alyssa McDonald.
Can you imagine memorizing more than 30 pages of a script, every role in that script, and having to perform it perfectly in front of a crowd?
I can't even imagine the time or the dedication that takes. I mean, having to memorize 30 and then not knowing what part you're going to get and you just have to pick it out of a hat and do your lines doesn't seem like something that I could pull off. So big props to those people that did.
Exactly. I feel like it would be so nerve-wracking. But the holiday season, that's coming right around the corner, and there's plenty to do around the community. We'll bring you all the best on the Globe News Report.
So you just graduated from Goshen College? What experiences prepared you for this job?
Where do I begin?
The holiday season is upon us, and that means there are plenty of festive activities that everybody can take part in.
I live about an hour away, and I still come up to the Michiana area to get my Christmas fun in.
We have a list of 5 places that you should check out in the Goshen and Michiana area this winter.
Yes, 5 places. Christmas lights are one of the top things to look at during the holiday season, and one of my favorite places to look at Christmas lights has to be Shipshawana's Lights of Joy. It's a drive-through display, and it has more than 2 million LED Christmas lights. And get this, the display is 1.5 miles long, and you can even tune into a special Christmas radio station on your journey through the light show.
If Christmas music is your thing, well, Goshen is perfect for that. Festival of Carols is happening tonight and Saturday at 7:30, and on Sunday at 4. It'll feature Goshen College ensembles at Souter Concert Hall. The Blue Gate Performing Arts Center, Learning Theater, and the Round Barn will also host holiday music throughout the month as well.
In downtown Goshen, they never disappoint when it comes to the holidays. The streets are already decorated for Christmas with a big Christmas tree, decorations on storefronts, and all of the Christmas lights. There's also a First Friday, it's tonight, called Hometown Holiday, and it'll feature a holiday market with handmade gifts. 10,000 Villages, the Imagination Spot, the Electric Brew, and more downtown favorites will be open today, and they could have some Christmas-themed product throughout the season.
And why not meet up with Santa Claus? He's in the Goshen area during the month of December. The Elkhart Public Library is hosting a Santa and Mrs. Claus meet and greet. Participants can take a photo with the jolly couple. There will be Christmas stories, games, crafts, and other festive fun. The library says there will also be a gift to take home after meeting the iconic duo.
How fun. I love Santa, but have you heard of a Christmas train? Every year, the holiday train passes through the city of Goshen, and it uses the Norfolk Southern Chicago line, which are the tracks they run parallel to US 33, that's between Goshen and Elkhart. The holiday train, it goes global, stopping in Canada, and the train passed through Goshen last night. It was decked out with colorful Christmas lights and Christmas music. It's the 24th year that the train has gone through the community. The CP Holiday Train also raises money to support food banks across their path.
Up next, we'll take a look back at Globe 2022 on the Globe News Report.
You know it's tomorrow, right?
I've had a great time working at Globe News this past year, and it's just going to be really fun to look back and see all that we've accomplished and all the great memories that we've had.
You know, I've also had a great time working with the news this semester, and I cannot wait to do more in the next year.
Let's take a look back to Globe News 2022. Bringing a variety of creative cars to look at, but one stood out from the rest.
Did I look away too fast?
It was Alyssa's fault.
Okay.
Be like, do you know how to stay safe around, like, say them into their soul?
The holiday, I'm fortunate enough this year to have a special someone that's not named Ben and Jerry's, so I'm more excited than usual.
You hit your mic on accident, so I gotta read.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad.
Globe. I had the chance to learn more about
Craig your bag up. There we go. Look at how pretty you look.
Santa Claus. He's in the Goshen area during the month of September. Oh, month of September. Almost had that one. We have to do the whole thing again.
Say, Liam, are you a big fan of reading?
I actually am. I read for school. Start over.
I knew it was gonna happen. I just knew it. I had this feeling.
That's so sad.
We brought all of the Globe staff here now, and I can say you guys look so festive today.
Everybody looks great in the, I guess, ugly Christmas sweaters. That really aren't so ugly. They look great on everybody.
Exactly.
But it's the only way to give everybody the biggest and best Merry Christmas send-off for the end of Globe 2022.
Exactly. And from all of us here at the Globe News Report,
Merry Christmas.